The Bobby Lashley and Lana storyline has received mixed reviews from fans. Some love the soap opera storyline, while others would rather see actual wrestling matches than an affair storyline. But no matter what fans think of the storyline, it has been a huge success in terms of social media views and TV ratings. But according to a new rumor, the Lashley and Lana storyline will become even bigger in 2020, as Vince McMahon will be looking to capitalize on the popularity of the Lashley and Lana storyline and garner more mainstream attention. The rumor states that at some point in 2020, Bobby Lashley and Lana will both have title matches at a pay-per-view, and in a shocking turn of events, both of them will win their matches, as Bobby Lashley becomes the brand new WWE Champion, and Lana becomes the brand new Raw Women's Champion, and a true wrestling power couple will be born. The only question will be whether wrestling purists will begin to tune out of Monday Night Raw after Vince McMahon makes the stars of a soap opera style storyline the top champions on Raw. In 2020, at WrestleMania 36, it's being rumored that one of the biggest main events in WrestleMania history will take place, as The Rock returns to the ring and takes on his very own cousin, Roman Reigns. The Rock has not wrestled in a match for several years, but it's rumored that he is willing to return if he can face Roman Reigns. This is because The Rock wants to help make Roman a mainstream star, just like he is, as The Rock reportedly is willing to lose the match and let Roman pin him. The problem will be that fans most likely want to cheer for The Rock instead of Roman, but The Rock will act like a heel and make fun of the crowd to ensure that fans boo him and cheer Roman. And if this match does indeed take place, we could witness Roman Reigns officially becoming a true superstar in not only pro wrestling, but all across the world, just like The Rock. On Monday Night Raw, Randy Orton has been feuding with AJ Styles and the OC, but in 2020, their feud is rumored to take an interesting turn, as Randy Orton is rumored to reveal that he has joined the OC, but only weeks later, after he joins, Randy will hit an RKO on AJ Styles and reveal that he only joined the OC so he could trick AJ Styles and get revenge on him. This will all culminate at WrestleMania 36 when Randy Orton takes on AJ Styles, but there will be big stipulations attached to the match. If Randy loses, he will be fired from Raw, but if AJ Styles loses, the OC must break up. WWE recently released several wrestlers, including Luke Harper, Sin Cara, and The Ascension, and in 2020, WWE is rumored to release even more wrestlers, as they look to reduce operating costs and get rid of wrestlers who are unhappy or simply aren't being used very much. Some of the wrestlers who are rumored to be released in 2020 are Mike Kanellis, Zack Ryder, The Usos, Naomi, Eric Young, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews. Vince McMahon likes to involve wrestlers' real families in storylines in order to draw more heat on the heels, which we recently saw with The Miz and Bray Wyatt, as well as Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston, and also Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. According to a new rumor, in 2020, another real-life family will be used in a storyline. On a recent episode of Monday Night Raw, it was revealed that Seth Rollins is now aligned with AOP, as Seth viciously attacked Kevin Owens and showed fans that he is now a heel. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens will be involved in a feud that could last several months, and during their feud, Seth is rumored to threaten Kevin's family, which no doubt will anger Kevin Owens. Seth will play mind games with Kevin, as each week Seth will insinuate that he is going to drive the AOP van to Kevin's house. This feud will all lead to a match at WrestleMania 36 between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, where the match will take place inside of a steel cage. For many weeks now, fans have been wondering what Erick Rowans is hiding in the cage that he brings to the ring when he wrestles. and fans will soon find out the truth in early 2020, and the reveal may have already been spoiled on a recent episode of Monday Night Raw. During a squash match involving Erick Rowans, the wrestler he was facing grabbed the cage and began to run away with it. The only problem was that when the wrestler was running with the cage, the cover of the cage flew up and revealed that the cage was completely empty, which has led to speculation that there has never been anything inside the cage, and whatever Rowan has been talking to is actually completely imaginary and was dreamt up in his disturbed mind, and his character will be known as a loose cannon who is completely out of his mind. And if this rumor holds true, many fans will be disappointed when the cover is finally taken off and the cage is empty, and it turns out that Erick Rowans had an imaginary pet. Several WWE Hall of Fame inductees were recently announced, including the NWO and Batista, and in 2020, more Hall of Fame inductees will be announced. Some of the wrestlers who are rumored to be inducted in the 2020 Hall of Fame are Sid Vicious, Kane, Demolition, JBL, Victoria, and also Bray Wyatt's real-life father, Mike Rotunda. As of late, Andrade and Zelina Vega have not been getting along very well, and the two have been spotted fighting with each other, both in the ring and backstage. And in 2020, it's rumored that the manager and wrestler relationship between Andrade and Zelina will come to an end. The rumor states that Andrade will go from being a heel to a fan favorite, and he will fire Zelina Vega because he believes that she is holding him back. But only a few days later, Zelina will reveal that she has a brand new client who will dominate the world of wrestling, much more than Andrade ever could, as she reveals that she is managing Humberto Carrillo. As Humberto becomes a heel, it begins feuding with Andrade. Vince McMahon has hopes that turning Andrade into a fan favorite will allow Andrade to win over fans and become a main event star who will compete for the WWE title. 2019 has been a big year for the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Not only did he win the Universal title, but he is also the top merchandise seller, and 2020 will be even bigger for the Fiend, as he will face his toughest opponent yet, himself. The rumor states that on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown, the Fiend will be in the ring, when all of a sudden, another Fiend will appear, and the two will face off, in what will no doubt be a very tense moment. But then, they will begin attacking each other, when the lights in the arena will go out. There is little doubt that fans will be baffled by what they just witnessed, and they will wonder who was the real Fiend and who was the imposter, as it will be nearly impossible to tell them apart. Bray Wyatt will continue to play the real Fiend, but the imposter Fiend will be portrayed by a wrestler who has a similar build and is also covered in tattoos. And because both of them will be wearing masks, Vince McMahon hopes that it will be hard for fans to tell who the real Fiend actually is. And this will all culminate in a Fiend vs. Fiend match at a pay-per-view at some point in 2020. The Wildcard Rule was cancelled earlier this year during the WWE Draft. Yet SmackDown star Sami Zayn appeared on a recent episode of Monday Night Raw and said he is able to appear on any show that he wants to because he applied for and was granted a managerial license. But according to a leaked backstage rumor, the truth is that Sami appeared on Raw to begin testing the waters for what some wrestling analysts are calling a new version of the Wildcard Rule. And in 2020, fans could once again see SmackDown stars appear on Raw and Raw stars appear on SmackDown, all because they found a loophole by getting a managerial license, just like Sami Zayn did. And if this all goes over well with fans, a brand new Wildcard Rule could be created in 2020. What are your WWE predictions for 2020? Leave a comment and give me your predictions. And don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling news and rumor videos.